here. Welcome to this YouTube channel. Well, you all know that we are dealing with unit number 14. That is the last unit of our syllabus, and half of the unit we have completed. This unit is about Africa and Asia. So some of the part of Africa we have discussed, I mean that vegetations and the people and the geographical genre and geographical condition of Africa we have discussed, and with the help of map we have discussed in the class. So today we'll start from page number it's 111, and it is about climate and vegetation. So you all are requested to keep this textbook with you. Climate and vegetation. The climate of Africa is quite diverse. Diverse means here you will find this climate very differently. Varying temperature and precipitation leads to the wide variety in vegetation too. Just because of we have here diversified atmosphere, diversified temperature, here the vegetation we can see differently. Equatorial rainforests are seen in equatorial region. Extremely hot and humid climates use the trees like mahogany, ebony, longwood, rosewood, ironwood, rubber, cinchona and bamboo. So this kind of trees are there, and this why we have this kind of trees, because of that humid climate and vegetation. It is humid and variety of vegetation. Vegetations means vegetables, plants and flora. The rainfall decrease as one proceeds toward the north, and so vegetation too changes from the sprawling grassland of savanna to the thorny bushes of cactus, damp plum, etc. So these are the vegetation you will see when you just go towards north. So you will see thorny bushes of cactus, date and palm trees there in the Sahara Desert. So here we have Sahara Desert, and on page number 40.4 we have here pictures of vegetation of Africa. In Sahara Desert generally you could see the bushes of cactus. That kind of bushes you can see here also, and here date and palm trees can be seen in this Sahara Desert. Next is, so here you can see students that desert area specially has different kinds of vegetation. Here I am reading this. The Mediterranean region of Africa receives rainfall in winters too. So if we talk about the Mediterranean region of Africa, so there is rainfall too. Here sweet and citrus fruits such as orange, lemon, peach, grapes are grown. So here you can find the oranges, grapes and this lemon. Please turn the page. And here we have now agricultural, mineral resources and people. How are the people of Africa and how are these agricultural and minerals? And people. Means which kind of farming do these African have, and which kind of mineral resources these African people have. 70% of the African indulge into agriculture. That is very good things we can say. 70% people are doing this farming. Various crops like tea, coffee, cocoa, rubber, tobacco, etc. are grown here along with the regular crops. These are the major crops of Africa. Malagasy and Zanzibar island of East Africa produce various crops like clove, coffee, rice, etc. Zanzibar is also known as the island of cloves. See, Zanzibar is known as island of clove. So these are the very we can say important regions of Africa. Various minerals like gold, diamond, copper, uranium, manganese, etc. are found from the mines of Johannesburg and Transvaal of South Africa. Mineral oil is found in Egypt and Libya. If we talk about Egypt and Libya, so there we can get mineral oil. And from Johannesburg and Transvaal of South Africa, we can get gold, diamond, copper, uranium. Very important thing for us. The pygmies live on the banks of river Zaire and Congo in the forest of Africa. The Bushmen in the Kalahari Desert and the Masalit in southern. The Bantu in Kenya and Bedouins live in Egypt. So in a way we can say this Africa country is, so this Africa region, or we can say the area of all the African area is very prosperous. Means here we are getting gold, diamond and all, here we are getting mineral oil, pygmies you can see here, and here we have this vegetations like clove, coffee and rice, so rubber and all. So in a way this continent is very much prosperous in all the way. Next is country profile. Okay, first you just note down this, after that we will go for country profile. Please you note down this, students. Next we have country profile. Okay, let's see what we have in country profile, and among them first is Egypt. Egypt is one of the most ancient countries in the world in an Arab Republic. The great civilization of Egypt grew on the banks of river Nile. This country is famous in the world for its pyramids and sphinx. Yes, that is true. Pyramids and Phoenix. The Tropic of Cancer passes through the South Egypt. Dates and cotton are grown in abundance here. So here you will get dates and cotton in plenty of amount. Cairo is the capital city as well as the industrial center, or you can say Cairo. The Suez Canal has brought Asia and Europe closer to each other. And another thing is Suez Canal. So this is all about Egypt. Means here we can say very important part of the country, and we can say here you have seen that these are the keywords of Egypt. Please you note down this. After that we will go for South Africa. Please note down. Next we have South Africa. Very interesting places we have here in South Africa. It is the country located at the southernmost end of continent of Africa. It is a country lying in a temperate zone with a tropical climate. So we can say the first keyword we get here is located at the southernmost part of the continent and located at temperate zone. Primarily, South Africa was an agricultural country, but the discovery of diamond and gold mines near the river Vaal in 1867 brought drastic change in the economy. Well, initially this South Africa country was just related to farming and all, but here they have discovered diamond and gold mines. Diamond and gold mines, and that is discovered near river Vaal in 1867. Pretoria is its capital, but the parliament is in Cape Town. Very important, this is Pretoria. Where is, yes, Pretoria is capital, remember, but parliament is in Cape Town. Durban and Johannesburg are the other major city, and there Johannesburg we have discussed that we have these mines of copper, uranium and manganese. Okay, this is all about our Africa. Now we came to know that yes, indeed Africa is a prosperous continent, and here we get mines of diamond, mines of gold, mines of uranium, manganese and mineral oils. So it is indeed a prosperous continent. Please you note down this. After that we will go for Asia. Now our continent, that is Asia. So let's visit our continent, that is Asia. Well, there is a selection in exhibition providing information about the continent, our continent Asia, in the tourism fair. Let's go and know about Asia. Location: latitude 01 Celsius 16 north to 77 Celsius 43 north, and longitude 2604 to 1 east to 169.40 west. Boundaries: the Indian Ocean in the south, Pacific Ocean in the east. Okay, just a minute student. Well, we have the Indian Ocean to the south, Pacific Oceans to the east, Arctic Ocean to the north, and Europe in northwest and Africa in the southwest. Okay, and our area, it is like 4.45.79 thousand square meter. A very huge area we have. Okay. Now, the physical features of Asia are full of diversity. We find mountains, plateaus, deserts and plains here. See the pictures given below and locate them on the map of Asia. See, here we have Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world. The height is 8,848 meter. We have Tibet roof of the world, the biggest and the highest plateau in the world. We have areas receive a maximum rainfall, that is Cherrapunji. Snow-covered plains of Siberia, it means Verkhoyansk. Okay, here we have physical map of Asia. Now we'll go for deserts. Please you note down these, students. After that we'll go for desert, that is desert of Kutch and desert of Gobi. Now desert. Major deserts located in Asia are Gobi Desert, Arabian Desert and the Thar Desert. There are three main deserts. These are the major desert. Here we have the pictures. Okay. Next is, we'll talk about our climate, but there is no information regarding climate. After that we have vegetations, animals, life, but that is we don't have any much information. So we'll go for rivers. See, rivers are very important part for us. The rivers like Ob, the Yenisei, the Lena, the Amur, the Hwang Ho, the Yangtze, the Xinjiang, the Mekong, Irrawaddy and Brahmaputra, Ganga, Yamuna and Sindhu, etc. are in Asia. Very weird names we have of rivers. Apart from these, many other rivers are shown in the map. Study the map and fill the table from where does the river originates and which sea does it flow. Okay, so here we have in these 14.14 rivers of Asia. We have Narmada, Godavari, Krishna, Sindhu, Ganga. We have this Yangtze, Siangkang, Tarim, Lena, that we have. Now, what you have to do is you have to fill this box, this vegetation of Asia that you have to fill. Now, animal kingdom we have, but before we go for that, please you note down these desert names. Please note down. Now we have animal kingdom. Okay, animals of the cold region, that is polar bear, wolf. Domestic animals, polar bears, muskrat, raccoon, bear, reindeer, caribou, dog, yak. Domestic animals are cow, buffalo, ox, camel, sheep and goat. Animals of the hot desert, that is camel, horse, donkey, mule, wild ass, Bactrian camel. Aquatic animals we have seal, walrus, bumala fish, herring fish, salmon fish. Okay, now we have people of Asia. Very friendly people we have. So, of the total world's population resides in Asia. The people of Northern Asia are non-vegetarian. Okay. The people near coastal area eat seafood, and the people living the seasonal climate use wheat and milk. This map given below shows the picture of the people of Asia. The clothing of people of Asia is shown here. Write the names of country in the box given. Okay. Here we have this map, socio-cultural life of Asia. Now housing. Which are the house we have? Okay. Before we go for that, please you note down this. Please note down. Which kind of houses we have in Asia continent, that we will discuss. Picture is given here. Observe the picture given below and find where is Asia do we find such houses. Use a map and write information in your notebook. Generally we have houses made of cement, but in cold region we have houses made of woods and all, and in desert we can find the houses made of this brick and all. So this is the pattern of our houses. So here what you have to do is you have to use here map, and you have to note down that where you could find this kind of houses. So based on our knowledge we can say this kind of houses we can see in continent of Asia. This is not given here, I have given you this just for the practice or just for the knowledge. Okay. Please you note down this. After that we'll go further. Please note down. Okay, this is our neighboring countries of India. and the neighboring countries are Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka and Myanmar. Let's see about this. The group of countries, that is India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar and Sri Lanka, is known as the Indian subcontinent. Its strategic and geographical location stands distinctively in Asia. First we have among Pakistan. Pakistan is our neighboring country. It declared itself an Islamic nation after it attained independence along with India. So Pakistan itself declared itself that Islamic nation. Its capital is Islamabad. Khyber Pass, which is the Hindu Kush range located in Pakistan. The perennial river Sindhu has enabled the green revolution in Pakistan. Cotton is the most important crop of Pakistan. Okay, this is the information about Pakistan. First, Islamic nation. Second we got is Islamabad, its capital. Sorry. Khyber Pass, Hindu Kush range, that is located in Pakistan. River Sindhu and cotton is the important crop of Pakistan. This is about Pakistan. It is Islamic nation. Islamabad is the capital. Khyber Pass, that is in just a minute. Hindu Kush, sorry. Okay, Hindu Kush range. River Sindhu is there and cotton is the main crop of Pakistan. Please you note down these students about the information of Pakistan. Neighboring country of India, that is Pakistan. Another neighboring countries of India we will discuss in next video. Now it's time to give you homework. Okay, all the information related vegetation, climate, people and all the information regarding Africa you have to write in your homework. Post your homework regularly and please keep this thing in your mind that your exam is very near, so you have to work hard. Okay, now we have only one topic to be discussed in this unit. After that our syllabus will be completed. We'll meet again in next video. Till then, please take care. Bye.